So Roger Real Deep Cool coming at you. There's a little bit of rap, you know what I'm saying? Sitting here, I was gonna wait till I got home to discuss some things, with people. But I decided let me do it now because, as you know, life twists and turns, and next thing you know, instead of me talking about something later, I might be doing something else later instead. So address it while I'm here. Next I finish eating a little muffin. I'll see my product ad placement in my videos now. Yeah, I know my hair. Just throw the hat on. But I can tell, I can see myself, so I'm, making adjustments there. All right, anyway, I was just thinking that, I went over to talk to my homeboy, and he was telling me that he was like, "Look, man, I want to I want to start transitioning, man. I want to start transitioning to things, you know what I mean?" And I can understand that because I just put a post up today on Facebook about transitioning. Throughout life, for me, transitions is always taking place. Whether they're year to year, whether they're month to month, whatever it is, always transition, because I think that's part of me being inquisitive about a lot of things, not just in general, but just a lot of things, whatever piqued my interest, catch my interest. And, I delve in this, delve in that. Yeah, okay, when I get tired of it, let's move on to this, find something else, find some, and move on to. Only thing that really kind of keeps that from really maybe going, I don't know how to express myself about that. A woman, let's just say, that is it. Ain't no example. When you throw a woman into the game, then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, cool. Now I'm going to fall back, and I'm not going to be as attentive to the new situation because I know I have to concentrate on the female in my life, my partner, not just females, but my partner. So when my man said, he was like, "Look, man, I want to transition," and I know his particular situation, whereas he's married. It just made me think about transitioning with women. I mean, men and women, not women and men. I'm not sure how it is with women. I'm not a woman. But for men, when a woman comes into your life, what does it keep you from doing? What part of your identity do you sacrifice for the sake of keeping that woman happy in your life without her being threatened? All right? And for me, it was important that anyone in my life allows me to continue to do what I like doing. You know what I mean? Now, if it's detrimental to the relationship and to myself and to her as an individual, then of course, no. I.e. drugs, i.e. some other vices, gambling. Gambling's a good one, right? Sex, pornography, stripper poles, stuff like that. If that's what you do as a man, and all of a sudden you meet this woman who's supposed to be the one that's going to calm you down, but you haven't really addressed those issues, then you're tripping. Now, if you're doing something more productive, and that's where I come in, I want to talk about myself, such as music, which is people, listen, folk. Everybody I meet, they said, they try to tell me how I feel about music, how I feel about these things in my life that I introduced them to. And I was like, "Oh, you love doing music?" Nope. "Well, that's your passion?" Nope. It's too much stuff out here for me to be passionate and love doing just one thing. I can't. Because to me, love is this word. First of all, it's God's word. That's number one. That's the ultimate love right there. All right? So, I can't just take that word and belittle that word. I can't take the significance of that word and place that on, "I love wearing this watch today." I love everything. So how much credibility do I have speaking to someone when I say I love everything? I love inanimate objects. No. I think love is designed to be attributed to people. Those in your life that you care about immensely, but not to, "I love Deer Park water with lemon in it." By the way, speaking of Deer Park work with lemon, I started putting lemon in my water because I really just didn't like the taste of just water. And come to find out, because all water has a level of alkaline, definitely spring water, what the lemon does, it cuts down on the alkaline in the water. I didn't do it for that reason, but I found out it was a beneficial effect of adding lemon, not just to add some kind of flavor to the water. Not like I'm pouring a pound of sugar in here too, trying to make lemonade, but I just knew that I wanted a different taste. But now to find out, I think I'm right now, or it might be reversed. Either way, something to do with alkaline. I think it removes the alkaline from the water, which can be harmful in great quantities. So for me, becoming a vegetarian, so changing my lifestyle when it comes to that, watching my weight, I'm still teetering. I can't get below 233. And I kind of want to. It's going to require a little bit more exercise, but for me, I move around. Once I get off work, at work, I'm as needed. Okay, so that's what it is. I'm as needed. So right now, I'm on my lunch break now. So I don't expect to do anything. I don't expect to get up for the next hour. Okay? But as needed basis. But when I get home, I'm up because either I'm making sure I'm redoing my place. I just can't stand dust. Can't do it. Making sure, everything is in order. It got to be. When I leave, it's in order. When I come back, it's still in order. But, maybe some dust done blew in because I leave the window cracked, whatever. And then I'm ironing clothes. I'm ironing my outfit, get my outfit ready for that day if I'm going out. Even if I'm not going out for that day, then it may be something in the closet that needs to be ironed. I'll just iron that. But I'm up on my feet. I'm always up on my feet for at least a good 2-3 hours when I get home. Just doing stuff, doing stuff. It's not exercising, it should be. I have to crack out that Total Gym and just jump on it. Even if I just jump on it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, when the commercials come on, when I feel like jumping on it, it's already out. And it used to be like that, but a lot of times it was in my way and I got tired of walking around it. So, pretty much that's how that goes. But I just know that a woman can interfere with things that are good because they may become threatened. They may not be on the keep up. They may know it may cause them to have to contribute a little bit more than they want to. All right, so I would say that with that in mind, it still doesn't keep me from doing what I got to do as a man, as a man who wants to learn things and do things. My only advice, if people want to tell me this, is traveling. I'm not really a travel guy. All right, I'm not saying I won't travel, but my mode of transportation isn't going to be airplane. For the most part. Now, hey, why you don't get on the plane? Well, why don't you have Sospiro Vivace as a fragrance? Oh, but traveling is the same. No, to me, fragrances are more important to me than traveling. So whatever your thing is your thing. But traveling is not creative to me. All right, collecting fragrances, that is creative. And not that I make the fragrance, but I experience the fragrance, and then I can think about making fragrances. I have a lot of fragrances that I can probably put together and create my own fragrance if I want to. I know about fragrances now enough to know what I would like for myself as a fragrance, but I would know that I would have to make a fragrance for everybody, right? So, but that is being creative. Creativity is not traveling, because somebody already created that, and they want my money for that creation. I make music. I would like to be paid for my creations, my music, but if I don't get it, I don't get it. But it don't cost anybody. It doesn't cost me $1,200 to go someplace else. It don't cost anybody $1,200 to buy my CD or listen to a song. My creativity is made to be shared with people. Personally from me, okay? All right, now, let's get around to why I say that. So my man was like, yo, I want to check out some things. I was like, all right, cool. I like that. I like a brother when he expand his horizons. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm saying, the last time a dude tried to do that, he was like, man, I was like, why don't you smell this fragrance, man? I don't know, man. My wife would be wondering why I'm buying fragrances. Yo, man, I saw these brand new pair of shoes because you would dig them. Joe, nah, man, I ain't buying no shoes, man. My wife think I'm getting dressed up so I can. is just truly a shame. It is a shame. And then you have women that say, okay, go ahead, do that thing. And they may go ahead and do your thing. All right, so that's another thing, right? Then you have women like, I want to join in. Yeah? Oh, snap. Tell me about that. Tell me about that. I would like to know about that too. I mean, I'm your partner. Why not learn that? You know what I mean? Why not learn about fragrances? So, those three scenarios right there. A proactive negative situation where the woman may think that you're trying to do things outside of what you're doing because you're smelling good all of a sudden. Now you buying cologne and fragrances, and now why? Neutral woman could care either way, nevertheless. And then you have your proactive woman on a positive way, which is, oh babe, I would like to get into that too. What you think? Let me smell that. Can I wear some of that? All right. So you have that. Never let anyone, even your partner, keep you from being a well-rounded man, as well as a well-rounded individual. If you want to learn how to play a freaking violin all of a sudden in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning, you wake up, babe, I think I want to learn how to play a violin. What do you think your woman will say? That's a question to all you right there. That's straight off the hoof. Straight off the hoof, off the top of the dome, 16 bars minus all the other bars. Babe, I think I want to learn how to play guitar tomorrow. I think I'm going to buy a guitar. What will your partner say? What will your wife say? What would your girl say? What would they say? Think about it. And see how important it is for that person to know that you need to develop as a person. All right? Now, women, if you want to apply that as well, you wake your man up in the middle of the night and say, babe. Not I want to buy something. Not I need you to do. I want to do something creative. Babe, I think I'm going to start painting. So tomorrow I'm going to buy some easels. I'm going to get some paint. I got to find out where the good paints are, what kind of paints I should get, what kind of canvases I should get. What will your man say? See, it's about being creative. Create something yourself. Not take advantage of something that somebody else created or pay for something somebody else created. I mean, you're going to have to do that. I mean, but you pay for a McDonald's burger. Is that good for you? Somebody created that. So anyway, that was my concern. But my man said, man, I didn't even bring that up. I had it in the back of my mind. So I was like, cool. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just going to change, man, my gear, everything. Because, you know I was a positive effect on him. I'm a positive effect on a lot of people because I don't do anything to brag. I do it to let people know I'm just transitioning my life. And then once I'm done with that, then I'm moving on to something else. But it's not to try to amass all this stuff, like to amass all these fragrances and say, yeah, I got all the fragrances. I got that. Nope, not at all. Because I share. I just shared with my man. He's like, oh man. I did the same thing. I put the same thing on my hand, put both hands. I said, later on, I'm going to check with you. Tell me what it does. Tell me what it does for you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You see what I'm saying? Now, there was nothing creative in that, but I know he was inspired somehow by me. Or maybe not. I don't know. But I mean, I think so. I would hope so. That he was inspired to know that he wanted to step his fragrance game up a little bit. Or he wanted to step his wardrobe game up. Because he see me playing around a little bit, dibbling, dabbling. You know what I mean? How is people going to feel? I don't know. All right? So now, we go to friend number 2. I met a friend, I hadn't seen her in like years, you know what I mean? So I told her about the consignment shop, whatever. She was like, yo, I ain't doing nothing. You know, I'm coming up, taking to the consignment shop. I want to see that joint. So, you know, she like the third person I've taken up to consignment shop, you know, and nothing deep, nothing serious. Ain't trying to be with just a friend who, because I mean, women are interested more than men. I mean, I go to the consignment shop. I go to the just about every other day, if not every day. I rarely see a man in there looking for clothes, but sometimes I do, depending. But for the most part, in the consignment shop that I go to, I haven't seen a dude in there yet besides me. No, that's right. I'm sorry. Guy was in there yesterday with his baby. That was the first time I ever saw a man in there. No, I'm sorry. Second time. Because the guy was getting his jacket. I'm like, man, the jacket looked good, man. He was like, getting that jacket. Not because I said he already knew he wanted it, but he just needed confirmation from somebody else. That looked good. I said, man, that jacket looked tight, man. I wish I can get in the jacket like that. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm a little big. But anyway, just encouraging somebody, inspiring someone to do something outside the box. See, we, as certain people, we're not into encouraging other people. We're too busy trying to drag them into our net. Instead of letting them do what they got to do so they can have some freedom to do something they want to do besides you sitting here doing nothing. And I'm sorry, that's just what it is. Yeah, do I have a little bit of bitterness over some situations? Sure I do. And I wear it, but I use it as a learning experience not to get involved with somebody else who's going to do that. You know, the next person I'm going to be with, as far as a female, going to know what I do. And if there's a problem with it, if there's something you can't deal with it, then you should move on and step. Because, I mean, as much as I might like you, might like me, nah, I don't want to get into that. Let it go. Be friends, not be friends. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to progressively keep it moving. All the time, progressive. You know what I mean? Expeditiously. It's going to happen. Because I'm going to do me. And if you want to join in and be creative with me, see, I need a creative woman is what I need. You know, I need a woman who want to create as well. I don't need a dormant woman. I don't need a dormant partner. I just don't. I want somebody who want to, and I am not talking about traveling to Paris. You know, women kill me. All these women I'm looking at when I be checking out dating sites, when I'm checking out dating sites, I see women, the first thing they put in, I want somebody I'm travel with. You don't want somebody who's going to pay for your trip. That's all you want. Get out of here. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it probably is. So, no. I can travel by myself. Well, if you're looking for somebody to travel with, then go and travel by yourself instead then. Stop it. I just can't deal with this phoniness too, man, with these females, man, talking one thing out of one side of their mouth and saying another with an agenda, you know what I mean? I can't deal with it. I need a real woman. I only mess with real people. Roger real deep cool, he mess with real people. You know what I mean? And that's not because you got to conform to what I do, but just be interested in the same thing I'm interested in, I guess. If you got something else you're interested in, don't tell me about it. I want to know about it. As long as you're creating it. I see you do music. I'm a painter. Pam! Automatic. Let's begin talking. All right? Let's begin chatting. Right, I see you in the fragrances. I really thought about creating a fragrance. Pam, let's start talking. Let's start chatting. Right, I see you in the watches. I see you like collecting different watches and so on and so forth. Automatics, whatever it is. Hamiltons, Tissot's, which is what I have now, you know what I mean? And maybe a Rollie in the future sometime. Yeah, I really like watches too, Rod. Let's start talking. Not because that's creative, but it's something that can become creative in a way that, you know, you just don't buy anything. So I think creativity sometimes is in making choices as to what you actually would purchase. Because it shows your individualism, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not talking about if you go purchase a 10-piece chicken nugget from Wendy's instead of Burger King instead of McDonald's. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something of substance, all right? So you say, well, look, I'm into this, I'm into that. I'm into shoes, fine. I like to do shoes. I like shoes now. I like shoes. Yeah, I like shoes. Okay, what kind of shoes are they? Yeah, nice. Okay, what kind of insole? You know what I mean? What's the contents? Leather? Let's talk about it. Let's talk. We got something in common. But if you have a relationship already and now you want to become uncommon, and now you want to throw some salt in the game, you may have an issue. Because now, she may not want you to start playing banjo and take banjo lessons. All right, and women for you, most of you guys try to get yourself together, get yourself in shape when you get a little bit older. You know, again, as my man said, some things don't take on the fine wine thing. It doesn't get better as it gets older. Unfortunately, it just doesn't. When it gets older, you got to take care of it. With everything, you know what I mean? Sexuality, your health, whatever. You got to take care of it. And if you don't, then you'll be by yourself. You know, there's nothing worse than seeing a woman anywhere between 45 and say 65 looking for somebody. You know, if you haven't already made the conscious decision not to be with somebody, okay? That's one thing. But to have yourself on a hunt looking for somebody to come into your life at that particular age, what's up? All right? Me being a man in that same position, what's up? Why don't I? Why can't I? You know what I mean? And that's where the examination comes in as to but what can I do to make myself more attractive to this man? Because, again, I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older. And no, things aren't. The only thing you may gain is wisdom. You don't get prettier. It doesn't happen unless you start tucking your face back and whatever. So you don't get prettier. You're trying to keep up what you have, maintain what you have, your skin, whatever, by eating correctly, doing all those things. Well, babe, 3 o'clock in the morning, babe, guess what? I want to be a vegetarian. You want to do what? We just went shopping. I just bought all this food. I just bought like 20 pounds of pork bacon. I just bought 10 pounds of beef chili. And now you want to become a vegetarian? Huh? Now you want to become a vegetarian? I can't believe you. And then, well, you don't give me some food. Give me some money for this food. I done went out and bought. You don't get something. Shoot. Can't believe you want to become a vegetarian. Really? Really? I can see that happening. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know a lot of women. I've been in a lot of relationships, well, enough relationships. And I know some women that would come off like that. I do. All right? I ain't talking about the creative part, baby. I want to start playing banjo tomorrow. I'm going to take banjo lessons. Because then you have the reaction to that, too. Oh, banjo, well, while you're taking banjo lessons, I'm going to hang with the girls. Because you don't have nothing to do. You ain't got nothing to do. Find you something to do. So while you're playing banjo, maybe you want to play a violin. Y'all can banjo and violin together. Neither one of y'all know how to play anything. Why don't you do that? All right, now for dudes, you know you're getting fat, you're drinking all that beer, you ain't taking care of yourself, you ain't eating right now. Your girl tell you she want to become a vegetarian. You're like, well, I ain't gonna become no vegetarian. I don't care. Well, go ahead, do what you gotta do. Instead of saying, babe, maybe I should try that with you. We as a people, this people is so messed up. We need so much therapy. We do, and the way we do therapy is we just go. And we pick people who are not compatible for us, try to control them, and help them become our therapy. It just doesn't work that way. Therapy means you need to go to somebody who's going to talk to you on the real, not somebody who's going to criticize you for doing what you're going to do, and not somebody that's going to praise you for the good things you do, but somebody that can dig into your mind and say, yo, all right, ain't nothing particularly wrong with you, you're just making the wrong choices. So now you need to process things within your development, process things within the wisdom that you obtained to make better choices. Not to be a better person yourself, but to be better decision maker in some things that you do. Not to be quick to jump onto something or somebody just to try to validate you. Because you're not bringing anything to the table. Because as soon as that person as soon as your partner starts to evolve, then it's a wrap. Because the person you with probably, they don't want to evolve. They want to stay right here. No, I'm cool right here. As long as I'm doing this right here until my dying days, I'm good. You have people who excel, try to reach to do better things, to encompass life, to bring life, grab life by the horns and do positive things. And try to create their own destiny. So when they leave here and he like, yeah, he went to work every day. And then he went to work every day. Man, if that was on my gravestone or whatever the heck it's going to do with me, whatever, I don't know, whatever it is. There was no memory. It better not be something about, oh, he went to work every day or he did a lot of overtime. It better be more than that. It best be more than that. And it will be more than that. Here's a dude who did everything. Everything. I ain't say went everywhere, traveled all around the world. No, I'm talking about a dude who chose what he wanted to do in his life on a positive vein, okay? Creatively. Man made some wrong decisions, man, did some things that weren't quite right. Because it happens. But what I'm saying is, the dude grabbed life by the horn and he saw something he wanted to tackle, he tackled it. He wanted to submit his CD to the Grammys, bam, now he's a Grammy member. He wanted to make his own music, 7 CDs later, he's made 7 CDs. All right? He wanted to collect shoes, bam, lovely shoe collection. Not the most expensive, but a nice shoe collection. Watches, you know what I mean? He's like, hey, one thing I remember, man, he really dug some watches and some shoes and some linens and those smell goods. Not he just went to work every day and now he leaves us with a great work history. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. One-trick pony days are done for folk, but if you want to be a one-trick pony, be a one-trick pony. If you want simplicity in life, be simplistic. I saw a profile this morning. I was looking at a dating site, and this woman said, you know, I'm just a simple woman. All I want to do is just do simple things. Stop it. I looked at least 5 pictures that you wasn't doing anything simple at all. You was making a cake. You was doing other things. You're not simplistic. You can't say one thing and expect another. Now you be this simplistic dude who just want to be simple. And next thing you know, like, why are you so simple? Well, you say you live a simple life. You just want a simple. Well, no, I want to travel. I want to do this. I want to bake cakes. I want to do this. Well, you didn't say that. That's not what you said. What you said out your mouth and what you said on paper and what you threw out there was you were simple. Not that and I want to do who's the same. That's what you said. Now here comes Mr. Simpleton. All you want to do is go to work every day, come home, hug his baby, kiss her, you know what I mean, take her to bed, make that good love, get up in the morning, and let's do the same thing all over again. Simple. No drama. Can't get no more drama than that. Then you start hearing, babe, why don't you go out with the boys sometime? I mean, you always just here with me, you know, why don't you just go with the boys? Well, you told me you want a simple guy. You didn't want no drama. What you mean go hang out with the boys? Well, most of the boys I know got drama. Do you have some more boys I need to be meeting? Because maybe I need to meet them simple boys. Because I don't have any simple boys. My boys are complex. Some of them like stripper poles. Some of them like the drink. Some of them like yak. Some of them like stuff that can possibly put me in another position that you won't be happy about. No. So what do you want? Make up your mind. Do you want a simple dude? Don't come home. Be up under you, do you want to do? Or you after you get tired of it, now you want him to hit the road because now you like, well, I want to go out too. You know what I mean? Y'all can't go out together? No, because you don't do what the girls do and you don't do what the dudes. It's really sassy. Do you really know what you want? Because I thought I knew what I wanted. But I knew that the person I was with didn't transition with me. All right? They want to stay there. And I'm not a there person. I wasn't there when you met me. So why would I stay there now? I want you to come comfortable. Get comfortable. Don't act like I'm talking to somebody, y'all, but I am. But I want you to apply this because all of us has been through it. So now, once I got comfortable with you and you knew who I was as a person, as a man, then I want to say, well, baby, I want to do this. I want to play a ukulele. I'm going to collect some fragrances, whatever. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I know it takes money out your pocket because those fragrances really can be doing something that you want to do, right? That's what it is. But you got a job, you got money, right? So you want to buy fragrances too, you buy your fragrances because you ain't bought nothing over here. So now let's apply that, you guys and women, to your relationship. All right. Now I gave you a little bit of everything. All right. Now I'm gonna end with this. When someone comes over to my spot, you know what I mean? They say, "Oh my gosh, it's so orderly, it's so clean, it's so wow, look at your shirts. Your shirts are categorically in order. The patterns, checks here, stripes here. The color palette is from light to dark." This made sense to me. That made sense. Let's take the time to do that. You see what I'm saying? Cleanliness is next to godliness. That's been said. All right, now, continuing on past that. Yo, I really like your car. I like your taste in cars. Okay, that's cool. I like your car too. Wow, what is that? That's a tiger eye? Yeah, I like tiger eye. I like beads. I like the tiger eye. I like that. Oh my gosh. When I get home, I'm going to, I gotta go clean my room. I gotta go. I think I'm gonna do my closet. See, I want to be a teacher. I want to be an encourager. I've always said this. Since I've been doing this YouTube thing and this Facebook thing when I do the videos, I want to be an encouragement. I don't want to be a braggart. I don't want to say I have all of this, because if it was all gone tomorrow and then I have nothing, I'll still be happy with myself because I had it at one time. It's better to have loved than to not have loved at all. It's better to have had some things you like in life than not to have had them at all. At least you got a chance to experience them. All right? So, and being creative. If you want to start painting, paint. If you want to play an instrument, play an instrument. You want to start writing your novel, a book, do it. If somebody tries to discourage you, this is what you tell them to do. You say, look, if I want to, then I'm just